Over the last 2 weeks, I've been going through a huge transition, probably one of the biggest transitions of my entire life, which is why I didn't make a video last week. Sorry, guys. And that transition involved a huge move for me. And part of this move was really unexpected. So I had to cancel like my gym membership and I had to cancel my Brazilian Jiu Jitsu membership 3 weeks ago. It was really tough because I had to break all my routines that I've built over the last 2 years. And the biggest part about this is that not only did I start a new gig, and it's a sales gig, so I'm working crazy hours to make sure that I meet goals and whatnot. But I also had to clean the house and sell things in the house that I was in and get rid of a bunch of stuff so that I can move into a smaller unit. Yeah, it was tough. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that healthy eating and fitness is really important to me. Canceling fitness, selling all my stuff in the house required me to just not eat the best. Those routines and habits started to go away for about 2 weeks. So now I'm in a new place reconfiguring my habits and routines. And I thought, why not make this video? Show people how to jump back on the horse when you've fallen off for quite some time. And step one that I learned is that you need to start right away. You can't worry about how you're going to start. You just need to start something. Even if it's a simple half a mile run, quarter of a mile run, a mile walk, or if you have a kettlebell, I feel like kettlebell is like a really good way to start. You can buy one in Walmart for like 20 bucks. And for example, for the last few weeks, I've been using my own single kettlebell, which is about 44 pounds. It's pretty heavy, but not too heavy, not too light for me to do a decent full body workout. And as I was transitioning, I still used that. I did yoga, I ran. I just tried anything to keep the habit of working out, even though I did not have a gym. But as soon as the weekend came, and I had time, I went and signed up for a gym. And when I signed up for the gym on Saturday morning, I worked out that day. That's why I say if you can't sign up for a gym because money is a challenge or whatever, it's always good to set some time aside and find ways to work out. YouTube is such a great resource. There's so many like body weight workouts. You can get a single dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever you can afford to put some weight and be successful. So proper. And then when it comes to dietary nutrition, I was able, the second night that I was here, I was able to just go grocery shopping, find good food because I had been eating like crap for almost a week. Not crap, but like eating out, which is not ideal because now that I have food, I don't have to be tempted to eat out. And second thing, say no. The hardest part about moving and making any kind of change is that it's difficult enough to pick up these habits and routines. And sometimes people around you can be a distraction. Sometimes having roommates can disrupt your routine. You'll be tempted to eat what they eat. You know, they order pizza. It's tempting because it's there already. You might drink beer because, they have it there with the pizza. Pizza and beer just for some reason go together, I guess. And you won't work out because they'll entice you to come and play video games and watch some TV with them. I'm not saying it's all wrong. They probably like to have a good time, but they've built their own habits and routines, and sometimes it's not the same as yours. So you have to love yourself enough to say no, to avoid those distractions, to say, no, I'm gonna go do this instead. And you'll be tempted for sure. And doing it every now and again is not too bad. At the end of the day, don't be a vegetable. Do your best to continue your same routines and habits, and it'll take a few weeks to really dial it in. Finally, one of my favorite pieces here is to maintain momentum. I made a video about this a few months back. And what's great is that once you follow steps 1 and 2, you're already gaining momentum. And with that forward momentum, it becomes really hard to stop. For my example, I was thinking about going to the gym. I was dreaming about it, about getting back to working out. I've been watching my whole Instagram feed is all jiu-jitsu because I've just been watching video. And with that momentum, it'll be just harder to stop. And then those days that you miss, the days that you fall off the wagon, you'll be thinking about it and you'll want to jump right back on because you've already implanted some sort of forward momentum. And we live by that. And you don't want to lose that. And as I said, it really just proves that you love yourself, that you're providing yourself with that, and you're becoming a warrior of light, as I like to call it, for the world that we live in by taking care of your physical body, your mental body, your spiritual body through the foods you eat and the routines you've built. And that not only goes for nutrition and fitness. For me, that's just very important to me, but it could be your spiritual fitness. Maybe it's going to church. Maybe it's meditating every day. Whatever that looks like to you, maintain those routines and rhythms. And luckily, some of those you can pretty much do anywhere. You have prayer, you can do that anytime. You have meditation, you do that as soon as you wake up, in the car, outside, indoors, like anywhere. I know I make it sound easy. It's harder than the words that I'm saying. But the act of just starting, of just beginning the momentum, is like when you drive a car. A car, as soon as you put it in drive, it begins to move forward. And it's up to you to press the pedal in order to provide it gas so that it can go faster. And then once you start building that momentum, you take your foot off the gas and the car can kind of go on its own. You have to slow down a bit, so you have to continue to press the accelerator. Think about that. Every day that you're going to the gym, that you're eating healthier, you're slowly continuing to apply pressure on the accelerator so that you can continue moving forward. And of course, in a car scenario, if you continue to do that, you'll go really fast and you'll maintain a certain speed for a period of time. And occasionally you have to stop, and occasionally you'll have to slow down. And that's totally fine. You need to slow down to recover. You need to slow down just so that you're not a robot and you can have a great time. But at the end of the day, you want to build the habits and routines. You need to just jump back in. It's as simple as that. And if you need a big shift in understanding momentum, you can watch this video right here.